All right. Alrighty. What's this? Alright, we're live. I got my water. Hello, yeah, hooray. Let's do this. Oh wait, I can do this, but I actually have to tab out. I don't like this window mode. Anyway, it's fine. Hey, welcome back. Last time we finished the first proper dungeon of the game, and we did some side activities. We did some side quests. We started Brigida's follower, thingamajigger. That's Teto. Anyway, let's set that. And now we're gonna just wrap up. I guess we're gonna wrap up this section of the game. We only have a few more days left until like the next big plot beat happens. I think I was gonna do a side quest. Actually, we have what, 5 days? We have like a monster hunting quest we can do, so we'll probably get that sorted.
Oh, I am grateful.
And then we'll just hang out with our friends.
This is damn private, Army. Oh.
All right, let's go. Let's go kill some monsters. I think they're weak to ice, if I'm just remembering correctly. So we'll probably need to slap an ice spell on someone.
What now?
Stroll, maybe you, or maybe me. I don't have an ice skill. Fuck. That's annoying. I think you do though. I'll slap something on you quick. Wait, no. What am I doing? Oh my god. Skill inheritance. Oh, he's got. He only has one slot though. Shit. Okay, hold on. How do I want to do this? I think I can pivot him to this. Do that. Hold on. And then we'll give him a healing spell as well. Which he. Oh, that's wrong character. There we go. Oh, he already has it. Brilliant. It's not Persona. Correct.
Aha.
By the way, let's do. We got a side quest we can do. Let's go do that. And look at Gallica. Look at Gattaca. Look at Battlestar Galactica. Does it work over water? No. Well, I don't think so.
Yep.
Fantasy princess. Look at her. Look at that smug portrait. Now we can actually use it here too. Neat. All right, let's go hunt this monster. Oh wait, actually, hold on.
Got it.
I do actually want to change my class. I want to use the new. I want to use the new merchant class.
Fascinating. This right here. All right.
Let's go.
I'm counting on you. Of course.
Behold the merchant. Look at this fat fuck motherfucker. Look at like Jasmine's dad over here. He's got a belly full of gold.
Really?
Alrighty.
I found new power.
Innocent abacus. Ooh, wait. Maybe I should get some gear for it. If we don't, actually, we might not be able to get gear for this thing just yet.
Go.
Let's check it out quick.
Okay.
Hello there.
Alright, bye. Hold on. No, we don't have it yet. I think it's only the next city, actually. Oh, well.
Hey, listen.
Apparently the merchant class, I didn't fuck around with it too much, but in this game, the merchant class is quite good. I don't know if it's the best class. I'd actually have to see where people land. Like, I want to, like, I'll probably watch some videos on, like, how people determine the best classes in this game are.
What is it? All right then.
I played quite a bit of Octopath 2, but I never beat it. I think I finished a handful of the stories.
Whatever should I do?
But Merchant was also really good in that game because you can like stack turns and like I think give turns to players to characters. It's been a bit.
Aha. How did this happen?
But yeah, in this game, Merchant is good because he has a unique property in the overworld, which I'll showcase.
What am I gonna do?
Also it has an attack that goes off of money, and money is not really an issue in this game, so.
Come off it.
Hey. Yep.
Yeah, I don't think the merchant class in this game I don't think is as OP. Just because of how like classes work. That being said, I think I have an idea of what the strongest class in this game probably is. I won't say it because it's a little bit of a spoiler. But it's like there's like a very late game class. Monsters seem to be on the rise even this close to the capital. Doesn't take long to feel you're really in the wild.
Yes.
Just a sec.
Did it approach because it sensed us?
So apparently.
Looks like it checked up on us and then ran back.
Well then.
Let's just focus on the smaller curs. They can't ignore us forever.
Yes.
So you aim to lure it out, as good as a plan as any, so let us be about it. Alright, let's go. Some bounty requests require a number of enemies to be killed. Alright. Before we do that, let's scour the area.
Everything's pretty standard.
Oh god, everything's so dangerous.
Just a bunch of weak ones. We should be fine.
Oh wait, this one isn't.
How's that?
Owned.
Impressive as ever.
So you get way more money in the overworld for killing
I imagine
enemies
that would be of use.
with the merchants, so money stops being an issue.
All right, we did it.
Look at that, plus 240,
I knew you could
another
do it.
plus 240.
They found us. Get ready, everyone.
Look at that,
Ew.
I see the enemy.
this fucking guy. Get his ass.
My all.
Hit your weak point.
Alright,
Keep it up.
With blade in hand. To you.
let's pass.
By this power.
Actually, does he have any synthesis skills? He does not.
Merchant.
Deals weak physical almighty damage to one enemy, high critical rate.
Nice hit.
Are you prepared?
Yeah, and it goes off of your golds.
What a finale. Keep your energy up, everyone.
That was the last of them.
You slap people with an abacus, correct!
We're not alone. Keep an eye out.
Hold on, let's ignore the objective for now because I know there's a gold beetle in this area. So I just want to get that before we potentially get locked out. I don't think you can get locked out, but I'm just gonna be safe.
We've shaken them. It ought to be safe now.
I don't see anything we can't handle easily. I don't think we can avoid a fight here. There are enemies around. Watch it.
I know there's something here.
Just a bunch of weak ones. We should be fine.
Oh, there it is. Brilliant.
They all seem pretty weak. You got this.
Got the gold beetle, baby.
Just a bunch of weak ones. We should be
Die, sandworm. Hey,
I
mage
can
leveled
feel
up.
my
Neat.
power growing.
Die, bird.
Push through.
Skill.
You get a lot of gold.
I don't see
Holy
anything
moly.
we can't handle easily.
Hyeno.
How's that, cat? Let's push through.
Like, look at this. The whack. Doyes is looking for. I was actually talking with some friends about Xenoblade because my friend's girlfriend is playing Xenoblade. She's going through the series. She got to Xenoblade 2 recently, actually.
You got this.
It was like she just hit chapter 5 like the other day.
Cat, push through.
Oh, new skill. Nice.
Nice. Your game is
Come on.
Let's get all that sweet money, baby.
Nice find.
Giant worm meat. I'll show you my giant worm meat.
That was brilliant.
Why are you... Wait, why are you in Quebec? Also, where in Quebec? There's like 2 places you could be.
Just a bunch
It's
of
like
weak
worth
ones.
actually being
We should
in.
be fine.
All right. How's that?
I think that's all of them.
Are you in
Just a bunch of
Montreal?
weak ones.
Come on! Let's push through! Alright, how's that?
Oh, that money.
Look,
Look away. Oh, Montreal. Layover in Montreal? Interesting.
all right.
Oh, so you're in Yule. That's not a great airport. It's like okay. One certainly expects beasts in a desert, but for something like this to appear. No kidding, this ain't the top. This isn't the type of fellow the city guard can handle. We've got to do something.
present and
Watch yourself. This is no mere worm or wild dog. Yeah, I can see that just fine. Brace yourselves, fucko.
Are you prepared?
All right, let me get him in the back. Hit this fucker.
Hit their weak point. Finish it, Stroll.
All right,
Is everyone all right?
we got ice items, so we might as well start using some of these. Ice chunk, splintering ice. No, let's use ice chunk.
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Be frozen!
Let's go!
With blade in hand!
All right, we're doing okay. Ooh, annoying.
This is nothing.
Nice.
No holding
Your
back!
attack powers drop.
Merge it!
Stroll.
Let justice
They got
prevail.
multiple ailments.
Look at that tiny little
Rage!
Hit their weak point.
gorb.
Merge it!
Nice hit.
Oh, crit,
That was
nice.
perfect.
Only a flesh wound. This is nothing.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, this Habs team is not. The defense is very young and also very inexperienced. Our offense is actually okay. It's like decent, but it's really our defense and goaltending. They're kind of like holding us back. Specifically the defense.
Is that all?
Stroll. They got you with
I'm not surprised. It sucks, but
Vitus
we were
power.
expected to be a little better this season, but
Still here?
doesn't seem like it's shaping up that way,
Are you
unfortunately.
prepared? The power of ice!
Hit their weak point. Keep it up, Stroll. Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal her. Hulkenberg's
Fuck.
down. Get her back up.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
Hulkenberg's down. Someone help her get back in the
Hulkenberg, I'll get you.
My spirit with blade in hand! To you!
I shall...
Hit their
Okay,
weak
he might waste a turn debuffing everyone. Oh no.
Hulkenberg's badly wounded.
Uh-oh.
Someone heal her.
Oh, I lived.
Hulkenberg's down. Get her back up.
Ooh, this is sucking.
Hold back!
Get a crit. You know, when you're just that good,
That'll do.
I feel stronger.
All right, we got 1 point. That's more strength, baby.
Nice. I feel stronger already.
Rampager tail.
However,
That this bounty has been left unaddressed, the military must truly be short-handed.
Even so.
True, and while I'm glad we can profit from it, this sort of thing really is a responsibility. I could not agree more. At least the threat of this to this area has been neutralized for now, anyway.
Right.
Absolutely, that's enough for now, Brimblow. Let's go report in at the recruitment
What do you
center.
think?
I guess we can head back.
Yeah.
How do I heal again? Oh, no. It doesn't even matter.
Hey. Okay then.
Let's go.
Right?
Got any predictions for final weekend? I don't know, actually. I'd have to look at the teams again, see how they did.
All right.
All I know is I don't have to worry about it ever again. We've taken down the Manjula that was terrorizing the desert, so that bounty is all ours now. It is a reward in itself to know that one less threat menaces the capital. Of course, we should collect our fair compensation as we've most certainly earned it. Oh yeah, I guess since we're on the subject, someone actually expressed interest, or they asked for links to installing PES as well as the VRPG stuff, so I can't guarantee anything's going to happen, but seems someone was interested in taking over the mantle. To what capacity, I don't know, so hopefully that team doesn't stay dead.
Oh,
So,
And they're already Ooh! Damn, I got owned. Oh, God. Honestly, stepping back felt like a fucking burden off my shoulders. I think at some point, I reached the point, like maybe in the last 6 months, a year, I felt like I was mostly sticking around out of obligation. So, where's your star now, Ducky? It's in my heart. 10 years ago. Actually, 11 years ago, more accurately. All right, who can we hang out with? Hulkenberg. All right, let's see. Who are my supporters I can hang with? We got Stroll, Hulkenberg. Can't hang out with. I don't feel anything right now. I don't know when we'll be able to hang out with her. Maybe it's only my time.
Unstinking believable.
I mean, that G game was pretty bullshit, I will say, but I wasn't even that mad about it. It's more like, okay. Okay, this is a sign from God at this point. Oy.
My wits have left me.
Grand Cathedral.
How fine.
We're skating around.
Who did this happen? Ridiculous.
Yeah, K-Star is fucking ancient. I mean, A-Star is also ancient, really.
Whatever.
Also, where the hell? Yeah, I'm going the right way.
Think now.
No, no.
Yeah, no, I at least, like, there were definitely highlights for VRPG. Obviously, we could have done better in the knockouts, but it wasn't, like, a wash. There's definitely stuff to look back on.
All right, then.
And, like... Alright, we got the Rampager tail, and we got some money off for it. For
We
our
did it.
trolls. 10k gold at this point. And courage.
all right.
My support is changing. That's really 10,000 Reeve here. I'm ready for more contracts if they pay this well. Alright, so we don't have any more bounties.
All right then.
No.
Okay, so we can hang out. Let's hang out with Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg, let's go. God, why is her Hime cut so cute? Sure, it makes it look like she has a giant fucking forehead, but you know, it's all good.
Ah, 'tis you.
I know there's a little left to do, but yet that has me more restless than anything. Ah, that's right. Have you a moment to talk? Sure.
Truth is,
Lately, I've felt a great pressure weighing on me. It's made it difficult to stay level-headed. I hoped I might have your counsel. It must be dealt with swiftly, lest it affect my performance in battle. How would you cope with such burdens if you were me? Oh boy.
I see.
I'm coping all the time. Sound enough, and thus occupied with your exertions, your mind is clear to distraction. Then how about it? Would you like to train in swordplay with me? Your technique is self-taught, I presume. This seems like a fine opportunity to start you on some formal training.
all right.
In that case, we shall need some training to the... We shall need some training swords to the weapon shop with us. Oh, so one thing they changed, I think I already mentioned this already, but I'll reiterate. You don't
All right.
need to like min-max your answers. You can just play the follower rank up, whatever, and every time you hang out with them, they'll always rank up. There's also less ranks. Each character has 8 ranks instead of 10. A fine balanced weapon, no? 'Tis for training only, but you never know it from the grip and swing. Did you just have a stroke there yet? 'Tis most nostalgic. I once trained with that blade when I just become a royal guardswoman myself. 'Twas not long after joining that I was assigned to the prince's retinue, so I was desperate to improve. I was younger even than you are now, and notably unskilled. Each night I would slip past our commander's watch, join a comrade of mine in the dark, and spar with them until our hands were calloused and blistered. Euphemisms. Where are my reverse links at, Fatless? I'm glad we don't have to worry about that. I like Chidori, so I like Hulkenberg. Chidori? Sorry, I'm blanking. Oh, Persona 3 Chidori. Oh yeah, I guess like I can kind of see it. Some bouts I won, some I lost. And despite all the times we crossed blades, we never did see who was the better. Sounds like a worthy opponent. Nothing less. It was thanks to him that I improved by leaps and bounds. We swore we'd become royal knights worthy of title and rise to the heights of the order. We'd be champions.
Surely you jest.
God above, Hulkenberg, is it truly you? Speak of the devil. It's him. So it is you. You've returned.
Tons?
What a coincidence. I was just speaking of a comrade and rival. This is the self-same man. And who's this pup?
Nice to meet you.
I'm Brimble, a friend of hers. You associate with this boy? Disgraceful. Oh yeah, the racism. What do you mean? I mean, I'm taken aback. You indulge in the company of this elder brat? You, a once proud member of the knighthood? Why does that strike you so?
Absurd.
Lands if he was racist. I suppose like attracts like. The dirty suits of fallen. Oh, the dirt suits of fallen knight.
You.
What? Oh, calm yourself, Hulkenberg. The commander of the Royal Knight is well within his bounds to judge your failures.
What?
Commander? You mean yourself?
Yes.
While you wandered as a vagrant, I earned both our share of honors. So I see.
And?
And you, clearly you've already given up on pulling yourself any higher. What has occupied you instead? Alright. Actually, I'll wait for this before I ask this question, not to completely derail. I pursue a mission, one that far outweighs any glory found in the Order.
Whoops.
And of course, when you couldn't save the prince, any dignity you had as a royal guard was well and duly snuffed, wasn't it? I suppose you had little choice but to cling to your search for his shadow. How dare! Choose your words with care. No need. I have nothing more to say. You disappoint me, Hulkenberg.
Sorry.
What a scumbag. Seems like a real scumbag. He once spoke with more kindness than scorn. I do understand his anger. 'Twas by my choice that our promise path diverged after all. But we cannot afford to lose sight of our priorities. Brimblow, let's fight onward in the name of His Royal Highness. That is the path I walk now. Okay, chat.
Not the luxury of regret.
Do you like do you like your elves with big ears or small ears? Like, do you prefer them if they went bigger or smaller? Big in your pardon, but how do you know that fellow who just left? He don't like elves. Well, hypothetically. If you had to pick merely an old friend. You don't say. Well, see you around.
Very well.
Yeah, fuck knife ears, but would you fuck Hulkenberg?
Yes.
I'm just saying, 100 drills or 1,000 swings. 'Twill make an unsparring regimen indeed to purge its distraction. Alright. No, Alice doesn't really go for the big-chested girls. Oh, you can hang out with Brigitte. Anyone else? Brigitte. When can I hang out with her?
What is it?
Oh, she might still be sad, actually. Yeah, okay, she's still like she's still sad in the story.
Amazing.
Like, look.
Yeah.
My God, Fabienne is so pretty. We're not gonna hang out with her though.
What is it?
Hold on, I gotta check something quick.
Really?
I'm gonna fucking. No, okay. Oh, okay, that's why I wasn't able to buy it earlier.
What is it? Amazing.
They don't do it often. I think, well, I mean, by they, it's Soejima. That's not really his style. Secret of the Red Grass Shop, here we go.
Just between us.
I forgot I should probably actually buy all his
Just between.
things.
All very nice. Hey!
Like who's like the biggest boba in like Soijima's style? Mitsuru, I guess. God. Actually, no, I'm fine with not returning to manager.
Hey!
I'll help the new guy if he ever approaches me and asks some questions. He probably won't, but you never know.
Between
I'm willing to be in a support capacity, but gone are the days of me actually managing this team. Maybe Haru? Haru? I don't know, she looks pretty normal.
amazing. What is it?
Say
Alright,
that.
can I...
All right then.
Hold on. Oh my god, I'm forgetting how to play this fucking game.
What is it?
Map.
All right then.
Okay, we'll just go on the sword.
Oh, I am grateful.
What to do?
Hey, technology moves fast in the Trails universe, but I mean, we can complain about this, but like we were getting cars by the 4th game. It's not the craziest.
Grand Cathedral. I love
It
it.
really is a revolution, baby. All right, let's hang out with Brigitte.
Well, I'm not
Just-
Hello, tall rogue mommy. So you haven't told anyone about it. So be it. You and I are collaborators now. Well then, shall we discuss your assignment? Let's do it.
Now then.
All right, come in.
Now then.
Do you know how long it was between cars and cell phones IRL? Like, probably 100 years. Actually, less than 100 years. It's like what? The first cell phone was like what, in the 80s, I think. Yeah, it would be like 80 years.
Listen.
There's one rule, however. You cannot let anyone else find out there's a dog here. No exceptions. No mistakes. That's it.
What?
Look at the dog. Is that it? That sounds simple. It is. But you can't let your guard down. I mean it when I say I want no mistakes. I'm sure you're aware of the anti-igniter crowd around here. The fools who believe igniters will destroy the world. Even beyond them, there are plenty of people in this world who would jump at the chance to do something crueler than kill me. Waff.
That's why.
This thing is a weakness waiting to be exploited, so I have to hide it. I'm entrusting this matter to you.
Why?
Why do you want me to keep it? Why do you want to keep it if you're forced to hide it? I could tell you it's because I like animals. It's up to you whether you choose to believe that. Anyways, follow the rules I gave you. Betray me, and you can be sure I'll make you and your friends regret it.
That's right.
Her name is... No, never mind. Call it what you want. What the dog doing? I'm not really sure why, but I've been entrusted with taking care of Brigitte's dog. It seems strangely attached to you already.
I see now.
I suppose you do have some surprising skills, such as using magic without an igniter.
Whoa!
Did you look into my background?
Utterly naive.
If it could impact my igniter business, it's my job to know about it. And that's not all. Word has it that you and your entourage can transform your bodies for combat somehow.
Speaking of,
Long ago, there once existed an ultimate magic. They say the hero King of Linded wielded a power very much like yours. Though I sincerely doubt you'll be following in his footsteps.
you.
I'll be frank, Brimblow. You're bad for business, but that is precisely why I'm going to lend you my power. I'm selling igniters because they turn a profit, but I hate the damned things from the bottom of my heart. But this is a world dominated by igniters. As long as you've got the money, you've got almost all the power you want. Quite a pitch, isn't it? Those on top make a lot of profit bleeding the downtrodden dry. The strong get even stronger, and the weak are only cast even further down.
As it is.
My own hands are not bloodless in that, and so I will endeavor to help you break this wretched wheel. If nothing else, it'll be amusing, no? I mean, they're big, but they're not like unrealistically big. I think fan art is kind
Still
of
they oppose me.
fucked our perception of how big Naoto actually
Farewell.
is. She does them down because she wants to like present being more she wants to masquerade as a guy. Not for any practical considerations, because eventually she just stops doing that once she's more comfortable with herself. You should go home for today. I'll give you your pay.
Huh?
Already? That's all you want me to do today? You've exceeded expectations already. You've made the dog like you. Something impossible for me. Man, I hate guns, but I can get money. Until next time, we'll be waiting. I mean, if accumulating wealth is a way to get
Marches
power.
on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, hey, Johnny. God, the loading screen is so cute. Alright, can we hang out with... No, she's not. Now we can hang out with Stroll. Let's just take the sword, baby.
What is it?
Alrise is not like the biggest one anyway.
Oh, what to do?
Let's go hang out with Stroll. I guess.
Wits have left me, I believe.
Alright,
Give it a fold, I say.
look at this. We.
How did I wind up? I love it.
Alright, let's go, Stroll. Ah, it's you. Staying put like this puts the day of calamity in mind for me. I have an interesting rumor out of Grand Tread. I thought I might walk the streets to see what comes of it. If you're not too burdened, would you care to join me? Sure.
All right.
Then let's be off. I've heard that there are some drifters who occasionally show up on this road here. Grand Tread is so full of novelty. I still can't get used to all the clamor, though. In Halia, the town where I grew up, you could hear a pin drop by comparison. There was still the bustle of friendship and commerce, but...
That's...
Young Master Leon! It couldn't be!
Huh?
I know that voice.
Rangeeth.
Rangeeth! Rangeeth, is that truly you? You made it out safely.
Wow.
Oh, shit. Oh, young Master Leon, my goodness, look how you've grown.
Hold on.
Friend of yours?
Truth is,
He served House Halietis when our house still stood. I never imagined I'd see him again, much less here. Rangeeth, this is Brimblow. He's a friend I've recently begun traveling with.
however,
Forgive me for saying, time has not been kind to your frame, old friend. Are you eating well, and how are the others?
that's...
After the human attacked, the survivors fled to the capital. No one can make a living among the ruins in Halia, much less restore it. Most arrived here with only the clothes on their back. Their livelihoods were destroyed, and without shelter from the rain, more than a few have faded away. No, then let me help. Let me find you housing. Well, I would, if I had the means. All I have left of my nobility is in name alone. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Your kindness is more than I can ask for, young master. I've always said you got your heart from your parents. The only reason we're alive here today is because your parents had us evacuate to the capital. You mean to say my parents instructed you to flee here? All the more reason than that I have to help somehow. Let's find a way to help.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I only wish I knew how. Oh, who holds authority over the area you're staying in right now? Anishkaya Marquess, Lord Hydron.
I see.
A Marquess, you say? Sounds like I'll need to pay this Lord of Hydron a visit. I'll see if I can negotiate the use of some vacant homes for all of Halia's refugees to live in, though I doubt my name alone is worth much in collateral. Young master, please, our woes should not be yours to shoulder. You should, Crispin. This game's great. Although if you want to wait, I wouldn't be surprised if this game goes on sale. Honestly, probably, I mean, it's... Check around award season. I'm pretty sure this game's probably going to be nominated for Game of the Year and maybe get a discount. So I'd hold off if you're not, like, rushed to play it. Because it's like Atlas sales are usually pretty good, so if you're not rushed, there'll probably be a sale for this game soonish.
Sure, but...
You honor us still. I fear your plea may fall on deaf ears with Lord Hydron. Devoted as he would seem to the church, he has brushed me off before as backwater refuse.
Stroll.
Let's go have a word with him. What? You're coming too? Moving forward will be no shortage of trouble. I'd rather you not have my personal boast of that. That's what friends
It'll be
do.
fine.
You...
Very well.
Thanks.
Either way, it's reassuring to have you by my side. On behalf of both me and my house, you have my gratitude. I mean, it's nice that the Kiseki series, granted, it's mostly by circumstance that we're getting them quite regularly, considering that like game development nowadays takes so fucking long. You have my thanks as well, Sir Brimlow. I have no doubt the young master's in capable hands.
Huh.
Please, enough with the young master thing. We need not stand on ceremony.
Let's head back.
Let of us meet Lord Hadrian without delay, but the sun is going down. Let us return for now and meet with him another day. Alright, doesn't seem like we can hang out with anyone. Alright, what are my current...
All right, then.
What are my stats? How do we check those again? Royal Virtues. So we have level 2 Wisdom. What's the next one to go? Courage and Tolerance are pretty up there.
Amazing.
We get Tolerance with her. You know what? Let's go get some of that Redgrass Bedeau. That should be pretty good. Let's go.
What is it?
Yeah. Go get a beef bowl. True. I think we go this way.
Unstinking believable.
No, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. It's just it just requires a lot of grinding. You could theoretically grind them all out,
How fine.
but it just would be very long and unpractical.
Well, I'll not.
The Grand Cathedral? Why? I'm just incredulous.
All right,
we're
then.
on our way. Wait, leniency. What are you talking about, leniency? Like for like the follower stuff, social link stuff.
Oh.
If you're talking about this follower stuff, super lenient. Like, you'll actually be done them all and still have a lot of time left. Like, you don't need a guide to do them.
Louis is damn right. What is it?
I didn't use a guide and I was able to max them all out. There's a lot less of them and each one doesn't have a lot of ranks. Each one has like 8 ranks, so it's quite lenient.
Oh, there.
Don't tell me, are you the one that's been hanging around the Honeybee Linnet? One of his friends, truly. Alright. We can get some redgrass from him. Let's buy 4.
Can we talk?
Thanks.
But yeah, you can do all the follower stuff without, actually, hold on, there's something I don't do.
How did this happen?
Oh, him! I didn't think he was here this early.
Right.
This is what happens when society trades their heroes, their demolition experts who helped with the restoration like me, for ignorant youth like Louis. What is youth anyway? A sin, that's what. Now's the time to reclaim what they took, to show them how to live right.
Come off it.
He's right, damn it. Without a king like Goddard, they'll send us old folks straight to our graves. It's our time for respect. It's our time for adoration. This is our kingdom. Don't let the youth take it from us.
How did this happen? Proper races.
Alright, we want to talk the proper races, God. Alright. We can let's look at the rock. Because look at all that magla we can get. So Fortin's the lead, then Luis, and someone else we haven't met yet.
But
Now that we've got that from happening, at least I'm sure Fortin's going to make a move too.
Thou, 'tis in that.
We get all the mag. Right, I'll be sure to check in here and there. Alright, let's go.
Unstinking believable.
Ridiculous.
But yeah, if you wanted to play a fantasy game, a fantasy RPG this year, this is the one to go. Unlike that other fantasy RPG game that came out this year, that's just kind of embarrassing and not good. Oh boy.
Cathedral? Why?
Oh.
Well, I'll not loiter.
The sky.
You could have played Dragon Age. Are you think the Dragon Age ripoff? I like how you don't even call it a Dragon Age game. God damn.
Oi there!
Hey, listen.
Like the nice thing you can say about Veilguard's like, hey, at least it's like polished and like isn't a disaster on launch, and then you play it and it's like not very substantive. Like I'm not even a Dragon Age fan. I mean, I've played the first 2 games. I played quite a bit of the first game like back in high school, but but then 2 kind of like turned me away, and now Veilguard looks like embarrassing.
What is it?
It's like, oh god, what is this? Alright, let's go hang out with Fabienne, baby. God, look at her.
You're a big help.
Next up is...
A red grass roast, right? No problem. Fabienne taught us all the ins and outs of this recipe.
Oh, right!
Oh yeah, Persona 3, if you want to max out a female social link, you have to go in for the romance. Let's just stick to the recipe.
No.
Exactly!
Yeah, we did it. We made the red grass Bordeaux.
All right.
We became less racist by doing this.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Well then.
Alright, anyone we can hang with? Alright. What
All right.
stats? Oh, things are on sale. Let's go buy some.
Ridiculous. God, I am.
Yeah, it was... the way they did that was kind of funky.
Private army. Whoa!
Unstinking believable.
Hey, listen.
Alrighty, let's go... Not in here. See if there's any weapons worth getting at this point.
Hey!
Hello there.
I don't think there is... No, I think it looks fine.
Hey, listen.
Wait. So let's just say my younger self view sex with the only girl with level 10 link more important than harem. Oh, yeah.
That will be quite enough.
I mean, Persona 3 was at least written in a way where, like, you didn't, like,
And what is it you want?
romancing them all, there wasn't, like, any punishment for doing so. So you were, like, fine. That.
Now then.
Here. Seems... Oh, actually, do you have anything to praise? Actually, quite a bit to praise. Nothing there. Magic +3. No. Oh, Iron Abacus. Nice. Hold on, we can equip that.
What now?
There we go.
That will be quite enough.
Activist woman. Ooh. Alright, let's see. Maybe we can get some armors here.
Hey! This is on.
Noble tuxedos, 40,000. All stats +1. Do I care? Nah, it's a lot of money. I can hold off. And stuff gets expensive later, so let's hold off on that. All right, let's increase our tolerance. There's that star woman we can hang out with, or was it a guy?
God, I am grateful.
Masked man. Never mind. It was Mustari guy.
Oh.
Greetings, Zelda boy. We don't see many of your tribe in the royal capital, though we're similar in that way. Have you heard of the Mustari tribe? We are too rarely seen in Gradtran. I have.
However,
So you've met the Mustari before, but I doubt you know everything about us, yes? So then any interest in our history and why we live our lives secluded and oppressed, I'll share, if you'd like to know. Mustari history. Learning more about them may help us better support those in need, right? Understanding different cultures and points of view might improve my tolerance. Talk with them, let's do it.
well then.
Our tribe is called the Mustari. Perhaps the most obvious part of our culture is that we wear masks, just like the one I have on right now. Next thing you'll notice, we all have 3 eyes.
What?
3 eyes? And that goes for every Mustari? What's it like to see for you all? Our third eye cannot see things. We see the world almost exactly as you do. However, the Mustari faith is vastly different from that of other tribes. We've our own unique faith, different from the state religion sanctism. Is it restricted to the
About that.
Do only Mistari practice this belief? That's correct. Normally we cannot reveal our teachings to other tribes. Sanctism is a belief open to all. Perhaps that is why at times politics get involved and distort its doctrine. For that reason, we refrain from revealing our faith to everyone. It's our only means of keeping our doctrine the way it should be. That doesn't sound like the best solution, but I'm guessing it's complicated. Sorry to spread our teachings outside the island, but things quickly grow complex, and one must tread carefully. Oh wait, what? Did I read that right? Some try, never mind. Other tribes have a tendency to jump to conclusions. That is why Sanctism has gathered many believers. And now we are scorned as the mass tribe. That is who we are, forever etched in our history. For more tolerance. Oh, that did not give me that much. Wow.
Pleased to hear.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, we can hang out with Brigitte. And I think we will.
Say there.
Wait, you always go priestess in Persona, so in the modern games that would be
I am grateful.
Fuka, Yukiko, and priestess in... What's priestess in 5?
Wow.
I think it's... Yeah, it's, I believe it's Makoto, right? Despite, yeah, because I was getting confused because she's called Empress. Or no, she's called Queen. I was thinking like, okay, that makes sense.
Just... Now then.
Here's the leash. Today's job is to walk it. It's been itching to get out lately. Keeps making a fuss. Walk it around the capital so it quiets down and gets the energy out of its system. You can't be seen coming in and out of here. If you've no questions, then get to it. I like her too. I've actually gone colder to Makoto, mostly because Kawakami exists, and be like, oh, I can't not. I took the dog out without anyone seeing and walked her around the capital. The dog is so happy. Grar. Seems to have taken a liking to you.
But
Hey, Scoops, where's the Brigitte fan art? I know it exists. I've seen it. There's so much of it. I could hear it from downstairs. Don't get it too excited. This is on you too, dog. A simple walk wouldn't be enough for you to let your guard down.
What?
But that's what's cute about her. Cuteness isn't enough to stay alive in this world. Look at that portrait. Laugh.
hopeless.
I've never liked this thing, ever since the first time I laid eyes on it. It was on the side of the road, buried from the neck down, head bleeding too, probably hit by a rock at some point.
It's over.
It could have... It's over, bros. It could have just given up and died, but it looked into my eyes and whimpered. I hated the sight of it. This poor little dog? You didn't feel drawn to it at all?
In those days.
I was once a stray myself. My earliest memory is fighting a dog over a scrap of meat covered in dirt and getting bitten for my trouble. Wherever I went, I found only hunger and violence, so I robbed and stole anything and everything. I fought and I survived.
It's a living hell.
You're here for Guernica? It was hell. I can't imagine.
Really?
What am I doing talking to a child about this?
Just a fantasy.
She's not cute. She's like hot. She's got that like, you know. Just like that dog, I let my guard down like a fool. Never mind. I forget I said anything.
No.
Wait, I want to hear more.
Why?
And what will you do once you know? Are you really prepared for that information? No matter. While we're on the subject, one word of advice.
Listen.
Oh, also, this game has no romance, just so you know. We cannot romance anyone. This world is a bottomless hell, a bog of endless muck, and if you trust another person to keep you afloat in it, you'll feel the sludge over your head soon enough.
Don't ever forget that.
I don't care, Garcia. And I'd say that's well within your powers.
Therefore,
In addition, I'd like to provide one other reward. I'm sure you're aware that there's a man in town tasked with exchanging mag obtained from hunting monsters and the like. I'll put in a word with them so they're more flexible with you, not just in here in Grad Trad, but across the kingdom. Oh, now we get better exchange rate on our magla.
no pain can stop me now.
No pain.
Even then,
I shouldn't be the only one talking. You owe me some secrets of yours after all that. Grias tried to kill Luis, did he not? And I imagine you're aiming for the same thing.
You there.
I like strong but emotionally weak women. Oh boy. Oh, you're gonna like Brigida then. What are your motives? What are you really aiming for?
Honestly,
I want to save people like you, Brigida.
I hated it.
If it were anyone else telling me that, I'd kill them where they stood. But for now, I'll restrain myself. For not for the laws of this land, I would have slaughtered you where you stood. I can't tell what you're thinking at all, but I'll expose your true nature eventually.
I'm off.
That's all for today. Come by again where you can. I'm sure the dog will be delighted to see you. You don't think she looks good? Oh, damn. I like her look.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The announcement is soon.
So Fortin's grand announcement is coming tomorrow, is it? What's this Look at that fucking smug fairy! Fuck! What's this proclamation of his going to be anyway? Wonder if he's going to thank us for what we did in the Grand Cathedral.
No.
I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Ostensibly, the state army is getting all the credit for taking down that human after all. Why is she so smug? We shall know soon enough, so there's little point contemplating it further. Until then, let us simply do what we can as we wait for events to unfold. Gallica's actually good in this game. She's like... She doesn't fall into the trap of being like the annoying side character.
Say that.
Alright, who can we hang out with? Oh, Stroll. Ooh. Holder. I'll do you one better. I'll just sit here. Actually, will she go on your shoulder if you're on the board? Maybe just only when you're... Just do that. Yeah. Just give her a little kiss, like a... She's right there. She's go. You turn your head and go. Mwah. Little kiss. Mwah. She. What if she had a fairy?
Stop that at once.
What to do?
What if you are her fairy?
Left me, I believe.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Give it a full eyesight.
But
Alright, let's hang out with Stroll.
Yeah.
This regards Lord Hydron, the landowner in Grand Tread my family's old caretaker mentioned the other day. Rumor says he's clever, and not in the good way. I'm lost about how to approach him. Let's go with him.
Thanks a bunch.
Thank you. Just having you by my side would be reassuring. He's a devout sanctus, so we should look for him near the Grand Cathedral. I was told Lord Hydron comes here often. Right on cue. If I'm not mistaken, you're the young Lord Stroll, are you not? It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Hydron, but how do you know me? Nary a soul in the kingdom hasn't heard at least rumors of Hallia's tragedy. Perhaps you've come to reflect and pray.
No.
No, I came to see you, actually. I understand full well that this request may seem unreasonable, but...
Truth is,
I've come to beg the use of some of the vacant domiciles in the capital. As you know, my countrymen who fled Hallia reside here, sleeping on the streets. Without roofs over their heads, they barely scrape by, and so I implore you, please consider offering your support to these fine people.
no.
Are you implying I should do this as some manner of charity? Am I to be compensated in any way? Odd that you would petition me on their behalf to begin with. It's not as though they are still your responsibility. Besides, is poverty not an individual... Jesus. Besides, is it poverty not an individual's onus to bear? Stop being poor, idiot. They were attacked and forced to flee their homes. You would still hold them responsible for their lack of means?
Yes.
So fate was cruel to them, and they could not rise above it. Should they not hold themselves to higher standards, I'm afraid I'm under no obligation here. Is he wrong, though? I mean, yeah. It's easy to say when you're, like, rich. The thing is, it's hard to make money. And the less money you make, the harder it is to keep. just simply stop being poor, idiot. You're right about one thing. I was a fool to ask you for aid. Are you giving up?
What?
You're gonna give up?
No.
Not at all. I'm far from done. Incidentally, don't I know your compatriot from somewhere? You needn't worry about him. Besides, I must apologize for taking up your precious time today. Boy, I don't even think he's a libertarian. I think he's just an asshole. But before I go, I would have you know that those refugees are my people, and no matter your stance on it, I will do everything in my power to save them.
Worry not.
My good luck. Scoops, there is a libertarian in this game, though. We will see him. He's not a massive character, but he is in it. My good lad, I'm sure I must come across rather harshly, but it's not as though I have no sympathy for you. Abandoned by your parents, shunned by your relations, you were left to the harsh truths of the royal capital too young. It's a pity. And you won't help him. Then maybe you should help him.
Stop.
No, it's just funny you mentioned that. Let's not let our tempers get the best of us. It's not over yet. Break out the Windex.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, Rangif. I was unable to persuade Lord Hydron to offer assistance. It was always going to be a tall order, but he tossed it aside, calling it personal responsibility, and that I couldn't abide.
No.
Please don't apologize, and you won't to such efforts is more than we could ask.
Yes.
Besides, you needn't worry about us, young master. Your focus should rest on rebuilding your great house.
Yes.
House Heliodus must rise from the ruin that human wrought, restored to its former glory, or should I should hope, to greater heights still. I heard you've been living off the generosity of the noble families who respected your lord parents. To be brought so low can't have been easy for you. Your people only wish to see your house flourish once again. With your inheritance, you should.
Wait.
Excuse my interruption, but did you just say inheritance? What? When the village was destroyed, I don't recall any mention of one. So you were unaware of it. I suspected as much given our conversation the other day. Your father would have kept it secret from the estate. Of this I have no doubt, though I couldn't begin to say how or where.
Taking that into account.
Interesting. Well, if there are any clues left, I'm sure they would all point to Halia. Can you think of any leads?
Yeah.
Perhaps, though I doubt anything survived the fire.
Hey. So
Regardless, I'll make the journey back home on my own. All right? I'll not burden you with a wild goose chase. No, we do this together. Friend. But I sincerely doubt we'll find anything in that rubble.
Thank you.
But listen, thank you for today. I would have lost it if you hadn't been here to keep me calm. I've avoided this for too long. It's time to face the ruins of my home head on. Might I ask your help yet again? I'm not sure I could take another step without you at my side.
Now.
Oh, that reminds me.
A new power.
Oh, we unlocked something new. I think we got a new class.
Of course I'd like
We
you
can
to
now have
help.
the Sword Master, which is just basically just an upgraded warrior. I do hope you'll find the inheritance your parents left you. All they'd hope for you was that you would come into your own with a worthy house. They would be so proud of how wise beyond your years you've become. Your father especially. You're just like him in that respect. I'm not worthy to share mention of my father, but whatever the case, I intend to honor their wishes. Pray wait my return. But yeah, that reminds me, I should probably be taking some vacation days before the new year. Because they're just going to reset. I got like some floating days I'm going to take advantage of. Alright, we're back here. Let's go make some more red glass Bido. Let's become less racist as we cook food.
You're a bit.
Next up is...
Yeah.
Oh, right!
No.
Exact... You...
Now then.
There we go.
Tolerance. Why that?
I think I've used one. I think since starting my job, I've used one floating day and a sick day. I used my floating day because I was moving. That's it.
Right then. Today's Forden's big announcement.
He's about to make an announcement. Luis is a bitch.
Wonder what he's planning. I guess the church has to have some reaction to all that stuff the king said.
Whatever it is, Luis won't be able to just ignore it. This might be a day that goes down in history.
Ladies and gents, lend me your ears. Sanctifex Forden has spoken. The giant face in the sky, the massive rocks appearing throughout the land, and the mysterious voice claiming to be the past king. The Sanctus Church has officially recognized these happenings as the will of His Royal Majesty.
So it really is His Majesty?
And so, as His Majesty has decreed, whoever has gained the greatest trust of the people by the day of decision shall be our new king. This is a historic moment, good citizens. It's revolutionary. It's unprecedented. No matter who you are, you can take the throne.
Yes, you.
Even me. If, and this is a big if, you are the person that all our people trust most in their hearts.
Maybe you could be king yourself, eh? You're popular enough.
Me? In charge? Well, that's the last thing this country needs. Right, let's review what we know, shall we? First, the new faces that have appeared on the rock. It shows us who's foremost in the running. We've worked out that much. The top 3 of the lot are also shown in the sky. Suppose that way you can see their inspiring faces anytime, anywhere.
Hold on. How's us common folk supposed to stand a chance against all these upper crusters?
Say you do become popular. With your face clear for all to see, surely that'd make you a prime target for assassination.
Not quite, friend. Not quite. A valid concern, but one His Majesty prepared for. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are protected by royal magic. Assassinations off the table. Magic chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries. I saw it happen with my own eyes to Count Luis's sorry assailant.
So, literally anyone could be king? Even a pauper? Or a slave? Or a criminal?
Hold on. You mean to say we might not be ruled by Clamar? What does that mean for us?
Right, I've said my piece. You know all I know. Now go forth, ladies and gents, and spread the word. Whether you're from our fair capital or the middle of nowhere, the crown's within your grasp. Anyone in the land could be our next king.
I heard the announcement. The church has chosen to recognize this face's words as crown sent, and shall abide by them.
They conceded that one quickly. Though I suppose it's a hard thing to deny, what with the royal palace hanging up there in the clouds.
Had they rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed
I'm fine.
reinstating His Highness. A small comfort.
I just dropped a cap for my bottle.
Too.
It just clanged on my desk leg.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alsace in place? It seems that too was part of His Majesty's magic. Plainly, any candidates of sufficient favor cannot be deposed by force.
That's not good.
No, 'tis not indeed. This marks Luis as nigh untouchable.
Yeah, so if you recall, we were there to kill Luis, but now he's basically being protected by magic. So now,
I will still seek to find him. Yet, even should we stand before the man himself, we could not kill him.
No! If we can't kill him, then how do we break the curse?
What the hell was the king thinking? Grius was trying to save his son. He died for it.
Even so, without this magic, no aspirant would be safe from assassination, leaving Luis to dominate through sheer martial strength. We appear to be at an impasse.
Everyone, have you seen Maria?
Did something happen?
I checked her room and she isn't there. She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. I couldn't deal with losing both of them.
I'll go look for her.
You will? Thank you. When I think of what might happen to her...
If she left her room on her own, she must have had some reason.
Let's go search for her. If we head into town, we might find some clues.
Let's split up and search for clues, gang. Hey, every week I stream this game. There's more Gallica fan art. Where could she have gone? She's probably praying to Jesus right now.
Ridiculous.
Oh, I'm in it now. Idiot.
Come on!
Oh, let's not go. Wait, I don't know why we don't want to go that way.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Stop that at once!
This is all.
Oh, that's fucked up, dude. Don't say that.
Hey, listen. You sound like a damn fool, you know that.
I'm out of ideas.
All right, then.
Just can't believe it's true.
Hey, little child. Oh no, her mom's dead. Or maybe they left. Who knows? Probably dead.
Oh, I'm in it now. Aha. Closure, oh, closure.
Where do we start? I can't believe Lewis could do something so terrible.
Hello there.
Do you know that little half-blood girl? You can't let a girl like that walk the streets alone. You're just asking for trouble. She just went inside. Wait, you let her pass? Why? The way her eyes looked, I'd not be the one to stop her now. She's been coming to pray for a while, no matter how many glares she gets. You can loot Gallica. What's stopping you?
Huh? Why?
Everyone was worried about you.
Sorry. Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely. One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray, and he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral's broken?
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore. But I know... Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again. Hasn't he? It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I? But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave? Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
That's not why.
He's right, Maria. It's not your fault at all.
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
It's going to be all right. Don't worry.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. The prince told me that once.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Even so, we have to try.
You're safe. Oh, you had me worried sick.
Sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria. Yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together. Thank you for finding her.
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Try to calm your mind. Don't be so tense.
Fair enough. I suppose if I've any real weaknesses, it's that I don't know how to relax. That book, is that the novel you're always carrying around? Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Want to read it?
If you don't mind, since we've finally some room to breathe. Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves. One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions. Couldn't be further from reality, could it? We've a Kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now. And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the king's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration? Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, tribal perspective always divides us. Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political. Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive. A problem with no easy solution, I fear. Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, the discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you. I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse. Sleep should come easier now. I think I'll give it another chance. Wait, how long have you been asleep?
I actually don't know what my wallpaper is. I have a rotation of it, so...
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
And you know what? I'll tab out the check. Just answer that question. Oh, I got a Jehuti from Zone of the Enders.
Ladies and...
Oh, oopsie daisy. Oh god.
gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime. To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom. And we call it the Tournament for the Throne! Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials. First, we have the Exhibition of the Brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win. Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch, or in it to win?
Yeah, so this game definitely takes some ideas
So early in the morning.
from what Persona 5 was originally going to be, i.e. like a globe-trotting adventure, and it seems like they incorporated those ideas into this game, which is cool.
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius' personal effects.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
You mean to suggest Doyes possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
But that attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it would be easy. And the real trick will be finding it. We wouldn't leave it unprotected.
That reminds me. A crier for the church.
Well, yeah, it's the reason why they ended up not doing the globe-trotting thing was because this was conceived before the 2014 earthquake and tsunami. And so after that happened, the sentiment around the game changed, and they kind of wanted something closer to home after that. It was just kind of like a change in priorities after that.
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now. An interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels. But saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty.
That doesn't make sense to me, like the reason why they didn't opt for it. I think it's just like I forget the specifics, but I know for a fact they changed plans after the Fukushima stuff. Or the earthquake and tsunami. They decided to wanted to keep it local again.
You think Fortin's looking to fix the competition in his favor? He's been in first place this whole time.
I mean, first of all, Persona's always been about high schoolers. Only one game has not been about high schoolers. So it's just part of the series. And secondly, this globetrotting game would have probably still been with high schoolers. I don't think there was any... I don't think they were going to be, older.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. What are we supposed to do?
We need a plan, and then we can take action. As an outcast in this city, I think that gives us an advantage here.
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us? Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
Wait. It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there. This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying. Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
I see. An undercover operation, is it? Quite a gambit. But it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Just hold on a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
Infiltrating Luis's ranks will be dangerous. If I'm found out, I'll be good as dead.
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
Yeah.
Of course I do.
No hesitation at all.
Right.
Remember the words the prince spoke to me in our youth.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. No matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
I inherited Grease's journal.
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger? Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
I have to carry on his legacy.
I see. Well, I'm sure he'd be glad to hear it. I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
What's the competition?
It's a big, grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
So you're going to try and become king? Wow! Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
That was the plan from the start.
That's the spirit.
Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people.
Oh, whoops.
Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we'll need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we're unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceana's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
This should be the place, right?
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? Bit young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
Jesus, his accent took me off guard.
I'm the one entering.
You? Really?
I've not heard of any age restrictions. They're a problem?
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Just please do your job.
Ah, an elder. Now that I think of it,
Oh,
were
yeah,
you
him.
in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern fort? Thought I heard they were all wiped out.
Whoops.
What? We got a deserter turning up.
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too. Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on, then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
I said who gives a shit.
That was a close one.
And, obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you. You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand
Surely he'll never come back.
Cathedral. Don't be late.
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
I'll say this, I never noticed this. Maybe we didn't need to be next to this really terribly textured barrel. A little distracting.
Some postings over there. They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out. But which? Bigger is probably better.
Hang on! There's nothing but small-time contracts here.
Are you not here for this tournament then? Bit slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Let's see. Ugh, he's horrible. Heisme, a villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
This might just be perfect.
Whoa. You have any idea who that is? That man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin. You can be sure of that.
Your dog is fucked up.
Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning. They want kingly types, not children play acting.
Stuck-up little... Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
He was right about the rules, though. What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
Maybe he has a big head.
Maybe this criminal has a really big head?
Come on, that's a stretch. And if he had a gigantic head, you'd think they'd mention it in the contract.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
As long as you can convince Hulkenberg, I guess.
Ho there! Are you really taking the bounty on Heisme? You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight? Your pardon, gentlemen. I'm Barden, a guard captain for Matira.
Pardon me, I am Barden.
The bounty on
Me.
Heisme is up at my behest.
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Heisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones. Our children. Selling them off, some say. If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep in the territory of vicious giant worms. We've no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured himself.
I see. Tricky problem indeed.
I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it. A pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
We just want to help you.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man. We'll take your contract.
Thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything. Closure. Thank you all. And thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Matira, the old castle town. Please, make haste.
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
All right, let's go. Let's go get this Heisme. That wretch, a mere fledgling with no history experience to speak of as king? The idea makes me sick to my stomach.
Thank you.
Oh wait, his name is Demo Man. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The ideal leader of this country is a dignified man of great... Oh, what the fuck? Where did I go? And yet upstart schoolchildren like you and Louis dare to. Humph, it hardly matters. You won't be able to fight much longer, so struggle as you like. I'd be happy to give the eulogy at your funeral. I suppose he's a candidate too.
Hey!
Let's go. Let's do it. You're not all right. Either that or you're just green. Head to Martua. You can probably get more information there.
Let's focus.
No deadline. 4-star. 100,000 reeve and increases courage.
Let's call it.
Okay, we got the contract. Let's head back to the inn for now. We already got like Splatoon metaphor art.
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
Oh, no, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
'Twas not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight.
All right, the opening ceremony is tomorrow. Oh, not much we can do.
Fancy a bit of info?
Any new info from you? No.
Don't push yourself.
Tomorrow you depart. Mario will certainly miss you dearly, so please come back and say hello when you can, even if it's only every once in a while. Yeah, let's go sleepy. I like the elves. Or at least I like Hulkenberg's design a lot in this game. I think it's really just the ears that are kind of like love or hate him. What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Well, you're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just... Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
It's all right. I won't tell her.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it?
Why is she an angel? She's a Ishkaya.
Please come back home safe. I'll be
Or
waiting here.
she's half Ishkaya because her dad's a rogue, so she's half Ishkaya, half rogue.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again, can you tell me more about the outside world?
Although I don't know how they tell she's a half... I don't know how they can tell she's like a half-breed, as it were. Maria's waiting for us to return home and reach her with tales of strange and distant places we visit.
I
guess because she has tiny wings?
Papa. So, thank you.
Because she doesn't have any rogue
I'll
markings.
go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
Oh, why? Because of all the names like Hulkenberg and Stroll and shit like that?
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now, you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
Yeah, I think I already went over that. Like a lot of characters, their beta names are named after F1 racers. So someone working at Atlas is an F1 fan. Hulkenberg Stroll just kind of like ended up staying.
You truly are devoted to him, aren't you?
I suppose I am at that. A guiding oath of 12 years is not easily cast aside. But that book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
Now that you mention it, I do.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another.
I thought one of the guys was named after Hamilton. Maybe I'm dismissed it. Maybe I'm not remembering correctly.
So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned. You needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents. Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two?
Do you know what? Maybe let me find if there is a F1 if there's a Louis Hamilton reference.
So it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people. In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, 'tis not my place to say.
Man, if only.
I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest dream. 'Tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Be ready to hear this line every time we change days. Every day.
Judah!
Lady Judah!
Faraway sky, blue and clear. Echo my wish, so that all may hear. One and all born to this land, as here we stand. Let us greet the rising dawn, hand in hand. Faraway sky. Faraway sky so clear. Let my wish echo far beyond the
The headband? What headband?
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the
Let's
crown.
meet our contestants.
To the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78th Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden!
Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
Boo, you suck.
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action.
Actually, the continent looks like the actual map found in the Utopia book. Look it up.
From the threats beyond.
Like the real-life Utopia book written by Thomas More.
One of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Well, praise Cain. He's basically the status quo. He's effectively the one in charge right now.
Next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Guido.
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the
Oh,
throne.
look, they have another candidate representing the church. Shocking.
But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Doyes supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Crier! Where's Count Louise?
All right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Him? So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen king embraced Sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power! Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow. If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Whoops. God, it's so embarrassing.
We have one final
Thank God real life's not like that.
Golden boy present. Come on, let's see a face.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish
Ew,
yourself?
fucking gross.
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey!
Whoops.
What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
Hulkenberg's gonna fuck us yet again.
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Last, I say! Wait! Found your behave!
I mean, yeah, it's a premise, baby. It's a fucking Succession story.
It's quick! Wait, it's headed right for the... It'll crash!
Whoa!
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What ho? Isn't he a marvel, chums?
You dolt! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you buffoon. 'Twas bad enough when Luis did it the first time.
That feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all. Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
Yeah, let's go!
We must take to the road.
Also, all the land runners are designed by the Ava mech designer.
So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
We're getting more popular, bros. I ended up standing out more than I expected. I've gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this a part of my mission to aid the prince. Map.
Just a sec.
Look at that. Whoa, what's this thing? Is this our carriage?
Can you hear me?
Shall I just run her along the main road then? The others seem to be doing as much. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now let's have some coordinates for our little test run. What is happening right now?
See.
We want to go to a place called Martira, old castle town, I think. Should be a ways south. So it's 4 days, 3 nights.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, Martira. Here it is. Down to Martira, eh? Oh, on this craft's legs. Oh, I'd say that'd be 4 days, 3 nights about. Oh. 4 days and 3 nights. That's a great deal faster than a carriage, and surely the roads will be safer at that kind of speed.
Spectacular!
Jolly good. Now cinch those bridges, chaps. Full steam ahead to Martira, old castle town.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you use to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy. What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg. Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Nuris. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
Flashback.
Nuris? Are you there? I'm coming in.
Hammer to circle.
Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
It's too much to do.
As always. To business, then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
Pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Good God.
The Land Runner.
Is this
Or Gauntlet Runner.
Gauntlet Runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Nuris, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, 'tis rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer, butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady. But leave the Balial runner alone.
Look, this runner... 'tis fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate. For both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
'Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where, last I heard. So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness... Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay his mercy.
Understood.
Indeed. Nearest is cool.
Is that
He's
enough?
fun.
Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
I think we can count on him.
If you're sure, I suppose. We'll deal with it if we have to.
Wow, someone's been sold on this game.
He knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
Oh wait, how do I... There's a way to hide that. Oh.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
Also, you see that little cube on the desk? That's a Catherine
Summing
reference.
up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brylehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent.
They could have probably just have gone with like the apostrophe instead of apostrophe S.
What do you think of
Not
this
a big
plan?
deal. I think they're both grammatically correct.
I trust all of you completely.
Good enough for me. A captain's got to trust his crew, after all. The bounty's Heisme, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine.
Don't get too excited.
The wilds out there are no fairy picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
The Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities, such as the strategy room, the lounge, and the kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding Bourne and interacting with them. Let's visit the engine room first. Take your time and have a look around on your way there.
Yeah?
All right, so we got the little, we got our little command room right here. You can even see outside we're moving. It's pretty cool. It's really, like, really tight quarters. We got the shitter here. We can't take the shitter. This is where we go to sleep. We sleep in a little hole. Here's a little, like, restroom. We got, oh, I never saw that. We got a picture of Neras, and he's got a cat there. I wish I could zoom in. And we got the bookshelf. We got other things here. Nothing crazy. Oh, we can go outside. Look at that. Look at our thing move. It's so cool. Yeah. Back in. We want to go to the engine room. Here's more. And here we can do some vacuuming. Look, we got, oh, that's a bean chair, I just realized. Bag of cotton. Oh god, it's too comfy. It's got a nice cozy, and we have the washing machine here. Look at all these vents. And behold the engine room. It's a heart.
Hello?
Oh shit, first time on a gauntlet runner, eh? Oh, that scared me. Looks like the pipe's in here too. Called a runner phone. There's one in every room.
Spectacular.
This is Xenoblade 3. I don't see the Xenoblade 3 stuff. Maybe I'm just being stupid. Used to be you'd take your life in your hands when you traveled the wilds. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the gauntlet runner was born. It's, oh, the colonies. Okay, fair. Yeah, okay. It's like, cause you don't really ride on them in game. Like, I know they're meant to be ridden on, and like they're mobile and shit. Among other things, I modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed, another step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl. Best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Never mind then, maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girl that's a work in progress, but by the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs her rest as much as we do. Alright, we have a bunch of activities we can do. Try using the kitchen, reading books, or using the washing machine. More activities will become available over time. So we got the engine room. We got this thing here. Yeah, it's like a nice. It's a really cool feel. I forgot what this does.
Come on.
I think this increases stats. Oh, max HP. Let's ignore that. I want to increase my virtues. Oh, there's Hulkenberg. We can also cook. We will cook later, because eventually, I guess spoilers, we'll be able to cook food without taking turns, or time rather. So it's not efficient right now. So I guess what we'll do is we'll read a book. New World Travel Diary. My Imagination. What does the other one do? Pride and Persuasion. Eloquence. Let's go with Eloquence. Why not?
What's that?
Apparently this book teaches you ways to ensure others will agree with you. This section is part of the basics. First impressions are vital when it comes to negotiations. Okay, I guess that's true enough. Lower the other person's guard by assuming a natural smile and humble demeanor. Then use flattery to probe for weak points.
What are you talking about?
Probe for weak points? Why? To strike them down in one hit to gain the upper hand.
Sure.
So they can gain the upper hand, perhaps.
No kidding.
Oh, I see. Feels a bit underhanded, but I guess if you need things to go your way, that's how it has to be. I feel like playing... There we go.
All right.
Yeah.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Is the fairy Morgana, like, I guess? in terms of role. Oh, and we have a little camp. Yeah. At night, the vast wilderness outside the town is ensconced in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous. Instead, establish a camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels the next morning. While at an encampment, you can use any of the facilities on the Gauntlet or like usual, but you can also reminisce about the journey with your allies. Give it a try. Hey, what's this? Oh, that's strategy room. Okay. So we can talk here.
Yep.
We can also catch some bugs. Dream Eater Moth. So we can reminisce with Stroll. Where's Hulkenberg? Oh, she's inside. Let's reminisce with Hulkenberg.
Let's head there right away.
Just here, hanging out.
Well met.
Well met. I don't suppose you're as overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I've no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? Sure, let's talk. This power we've awoken to have all sorts of questions, but what I find really curious are these forms we take on. Each has their unique aspects, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of that? It's cool!
Certainly.
I think it looks cool.
I see.
Damn, she's got midriff. I do find the austerity of the designs intriguing, but I was not speaking on how they look, per se. In my opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct that power as one directs a horse by its reins. It is said people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, forever unaware of that power lurking within them. Is it not that then the very condition to awaken our slumbering power? Also, hence why it is so exhausting and why it cannot be maintained for long. The ravenous appetite I had afterwards is proof. We do well to practice diligence maintaining our food reserves. We got a bunch of imagination for that. Oh, Hulkenberg, yeah, she looks great in the one piece. It's a great look.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Also, time for one of my favorite little, not even features. I don't even know what you would call this, what we're about to see.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust that the sleeping quarters more than exceeded your expectations, eh?
True.
They were better than I'd feared, considering how tiny they are, but I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number on this runner? My boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl. Ne'er a grain of sandwood could fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Wow, runners really are neat, aren't they? A carriage would never be able to get through the desert this fast, but just keep an eye on the road, okay, Nearest? Alright. We'll arrive and return in 2 days, huh? We can talk to her for, what's that? Wisdom? Or talk to him for courage. I think we can probably afford to increase our courage. Hey. Let's do that. Hey, Brillo, good timing. I was about to do some maintenance on my weapons. If you got the time, why not join me? It's as refreshing for mine as it is for our battles. Let's do it.
Now then. Got a moment?
You'll think I'm getting ahead of myself here, but after things settle down, I'd like to live without the sword. I admire the idea of a world where monsters and senseless violence don't exist, where nothing is taken from you by others. That's why one day I want to restore my ruined hometown to its former glory, and not just mine, all the ruined hometowns.
Hey!
How about you? I shared my plan. Let's hear yours. What'll you do when the fight's over? I'd like to help you with rebuilding. Are you serious? I'm a bit relieved to hear that, tell you the truth. I've got to get stronger. Even if the village gets rebuilt, it's all for naught if it's attacked by monsters again. I want to be strong enough to rid this country of monsters, not leave it to a spineless army and its incompetent generals. They only have the power to kill those who oppose them. They have no desire to protect the people, just like Louise.
Look at that.
I want to do something about that too.
Yeah.
I agree, but seeing the state of our country's army, I'm all the more glad you're our captain, truly. You've resolved to stand on the front line of our fight, so it's only right that you lead. Ha! Our fight, I say. I forced my way into your mission.
Hey.
I envy you sometimes, you know? Attack with such conviction. How does one become so bold?
No, no.
I do have moments where I waver. I suppose we all do, but you manage to keep a cool head when you do, unlike me. That's why you're our captain. All this to say, I have faith in you. We've more battles ahead, and I'll be counting on you to get us through them. In the end, the king will be determined by what the people think of as justice. They're free to make their choices, but so is the one being chosen. I wonder who it'll end up being after all this.
All right.
Anyway, this sword's shining like new. Let's finish this up.
Now then.
Oh, good amount of courage. 8, it leveled up. Nice.
Courage. Why, that's...
Alright, time for one of my favorite things in this game.
I say, we
Ahoy!
can stop for a break.
Break time, chums. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree. The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
So, on your journeys, you'll stop by these vistas. Here we are. Shall we get a closer look? Oh, it's so pretty.
Wow.
It's not just the leaves. It's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future, and how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I am sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air here. If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree, no sir, but a magical organism that feeds off of magla. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Nearest pulled a sheet of paper and a brush from his pocket and began to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey.
Whoa, wow, Nearest, how did you get so good at drawing? Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it, I'm finished. Take it as a keepsake. You're sure I can have this?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I've already committed it all to the safety of my mind. I have no need for the sketch itself anymore. Tree of Prophecy drawing. He's a very good artist. I mean, I guess one would have to be if you're designing fucking Gauntlet Runners. It's pretty incredible. Hey, why don't we give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey, and we could tell her a story about this place. Yeah, whenever we get back to Grandtrad. Huh, magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely! Calica is a most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which is giving me great insight into my own research into flight.
Huh?
What, you've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current color portends. And I got smarter.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
Alright. We get another moth. And we can hang out with Stroll.
Hey.
My weapons are as sharp as they're gonna get. I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? Spend time with Stroll, baby.
Now then.
So next up is Martyria. It feels like just like yesterday when I first arrived in the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you, we went over to the northern fortress and awakened a mysterious power. I'd once thought magic like this only existed in heroic tales of times long past. Speaking of which, I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power that hero kings once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met miserable ends?
What's that about?
Maybe they lacked allies.
Oh, I see.
I see. Try as they might, even the strongest king wouldn't be able to establish a country by himself. Perhaps it's not a matter of how much power you have, but how much you choose to wield it. Moreover, we've got more than one power at our disposal, and on top of that, we've got allies who share these abilities as well. If we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero kings of old. Though all this does make me wonder just how many more of these powers are still out there.
All right.
More imagination. Yeah. We talked.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Finally! We're out of the desert!
Green!
Oh wow! I missed all this green!
Ugh. Why is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad. See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
a cannonade.
My star is rising! Ah! Sanctism will reign! Ah!
It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Guido, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
It doesn't seem like they're trying to land a fatal shot, just aiming to break the opposing side's gauntlet runner.
stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
So 'tis a clash to halt each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Godot's firepower.
Her plan hinges on winning Luis's favor. Can we afford to ban Gladel if he's one of Luis's supporters?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Let's give Gladel a hand here.
Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help! Withdraw, Gladel! Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't get into it now. That Cortland runner. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral! Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time!
Yes.
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Guido and his monks have boarded the deck. Looks like he knows the magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here and now. Uh-oh.
You dare interfere in my fight!
Know your place! Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names? Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, Old Egg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
Don't forget about
Moving
the
to the rear.
petrification
Burn to ash!
Oh, fuck.
I'll get some distance. Forward! Let's go!
Witness me, brethren!
There we go.
I shall seize my chance. What could you hope to achieve?
Cocky smirk.
Take this!
Only a flesh wound.
Oh. He's so penisy.
He knows we can't attack him.
I call upon royal power within!
That helped.
Heal up.
I won't hold back!
Nice hit.
Nice.
That was perfect. Strike me if you dare.
Mage! The power of lightning! Witness the power
that
of
one isn't.
sanctism. What could you hope to achieve?
Is that all?
Damn it! Know
Power
your
of
place.
heroes!
Peasants!
Make sure everyone's nice and aggro.
Are you well?
Thanks.
I'm obliged.
Let's do this.
The tutorial wolf.
More resilient
What?
than I expected.
Oh wait, I guess we didn't have too many dungeon crawling today, yeah.
But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. No!
Uh-oh.
Feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brothers.
Oh, that's annoying.
Only a flesh wound.
Take this. Sanctism will reign.
Only a flesh wound.
Oh shit.
I'll not
Hulkenberg's
fall
badly
so
wounded.
easily.
Someone heal her. Hulkenberg's in
Vitus
bad
power.
shape. She needs help.
Nice. Massive.
I stand waiting.
I shall
Prepare
vanquish
yourself.
evil.
I knew you'd help.
Plus needed.
Increase your resistance. Royal sword.
Nice hit. That was
It's too
perfect.
early to go to his side.
Huge. Let's just top her off. Oh, damn
Resistance
it.
is futile. Take this.
Oh fuck.
Only a flesh wound.
Oh my god, really?
Take this.
Hulkenberg's
still
badly
stand.
wounded. Someone heal her.
I call upon royal power within.
That helped.
Thank you.
Witness me, brethren.
Nice hit.
Oh god.
Come. Strike me if you dare.
I shall
Do it again.
Go to his side.
Plus needed.
Insolent heathens. Sanctism will reign.
Nothing.
That's annoying. Oh fuck. She's probably gonna die here. Yep.
Get her back up.
Sanctism will reign. Here they come.
Oof.
Hulkenberg's down.
Vitus power.
Someone help her get back in the fight.
Oh, huge.
Can't afford
Huge,
to
huge,
hold
huge,
back.
huge.
This should work.
My spirit is
Coin can solve
unbroken.
problems of blade cannot.
Okay, hold on. I need Great Fairy Dust. Yeah, I'll do this.
Take it.
I'm obliged.
Helpful as ever.
Chance. Take this.
Only a flesh wound.
Take this.
Okay, being more spread out is fine here.
Oh, power of heroes. For all that we strive for.
No holding back.
That helped.
Plus needed.
Meet it. Resistance is futile. Take this.
This is nothing. Is that all?
Sanctism will reign.
Only a flesh wound.
Oof.
Hulkenberg's down.
Fuck.
Get her back up.
I'll save this.
Ah! The power of fire.
Hulkenberg's down.
Behold,
Come
my
forward.
power.
Fooey.
Sanctism
double fooey.
is supreme. Sanctism will reign.
Oh, this fight's fucked.
Captain's hurt bad.
Yeah, this fight's fucked.
Baptism will
He's
reign!
badly wounded. Can anyone heal him?
Forgive me.
Someone get him back on his feet.
That was fucked. Oof. Let's try that again.
Do not forswear.
Retry this battle. Oh, we can reconfigure the party actually. That's nice. Nice, alright, at least give me a chance to change some things around. Can I actually change his class here? Yeah, I can. Or not? Oh, wait. That's annoying. Okay, never mind.
Don't forget about the
I shall vanquish evil.
Kinda wish I knew it was weak to, but
Perhaps moving to the
The power of fire! Expose your
try that again.
sins.
Don't
Are you
forget about the
prepared?
petrification
No
method.
holding back! Be frozen! You disgrace the sanctist way. Cease your resistance.
Tiger got them right in the
Oh! Weak to Pierce. That's very good to know, actually.
I call the lightning! Let's do this. What could you hope to achieve? Take this! I won't lose.
He knows we can attack him. He's toying.
You disgrace the sanctist way.
together.
Oh yeah, get on.
Let's do this.
That makes things much easier.
Thank you.
I was being way too defensive. I should have like actually been exploiting some shit here.
Damn.
Observe the end. Take this.
What could you hope to achieve?
Alright, this one I
underestimate me.
don't know what this asshole's weak to
Looks like
here.
we can't brute
I
force
shall
through this
vanquish
one.
evil.
Hit their weak point.
It might. It's weak to ice.
Behold my
Lend me your
power!
strength. Let my power support you. Ploy exposed
There we
to their
go.
weakness.
More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But for the sake of my dear brethren, I must now feel the
righteousness of my cock. Of my bald pig-like head. Oh, come on, really?
Sanctism will reign!
Really, please.
Captain's down.
Damn it!
Someone help him back up.
That was very annoying.
Power of
Hit their weak point.
I stand ready. This should help.
no holding back, brethren! Impossible!
Let's go. Sanctism is supreme.
Sanctism will reign!
It doesn't do a ton at least.
Oh, you've done it.
Oh, fuck!
Sanctism will reign!
Only a flesh wound.
Oh, God, really?
Get him back on his
I
feet.
still stand.
Oh, I'm getting fucking
Sanctism
wrecked.
will reign!
Not like this.
You son of a bitch.
Ends.
That was annoying. I'll try that again.
Will you yield?
We'll just retry the battle. Yeah, because I kind of wish I could... I wish I could actually switch my archetypes here, but alas.
Don't forget about the petrification
I call upon
method.
royal power within!
Let's do this.
Hit their weak point.
Witness
Keep it
me,
up, Let's
brethren!
Oh, I didn't move him back. Fuck.
Comrades, lend me your strength.
Tiger got them right in their
I
weak
can't
spot.
afford to hold
Oh, he's
No
already back
holding
row.
back.
That's being dumb.
The power of impossible!
Nice hit.
Let's do this.
Perfect.
What could you hope to achieve? Not good!
Oh, fuck, really? Oh my god, stop it. Stop owning me.
Here they come.
He knows we can attack him.
hand.
He's toying with us.
Let my power support you.
I shall vanquish evil.
Power!
Hit their weak point.
I won't hold back! You know you're
Alright, do this.
peasants!
Are you prepared?
And heal.
Try not to
I
worry.
helped. I'm obliged.
Sanctism is supreme.
What could you hope?
Nice, we can kill this guy before he even starts attacking.
This is nothing.
Wow. We just owned him.
Let's go.
Nice hit! That was perfect! Blade in hand! Join
So
with me!
good.
What? It's not
Oh!
We
Witness
can't
me,
attack the dome.
brethren!
Oh fuck! I forgot.
Call upon royal power within!
Damn. Oh well, not a big deal. We won.
So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him!
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism. Now, are you prepared for the end?
Ah, I think not, you rotter!
Owned.
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
We kicked it.
Nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Do we get any experience from that? Doesn't look like it.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey, get down here.
Oh shit, it's girl.
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
I guess you survived this time.
Don't you talk down to me. You want to see what I'm really capable of?
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives? Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Yeah, her eyes are like that because she's Nydia. Nydia are like, that's the defining characteristic. They have like really big eyes like that.
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur.
Ooh.
Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. Consider me chastened and shooed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
Aye, but that's... oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore. I'd know those suspensions anywhere. You had Caden workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juna, the kingdom's greatest singer, the dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck? Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
Ooh.
An airborne gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
Luis.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladel got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my Lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug. And I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
We're your supporters.
Hence your retaliation against Godot, then?
He's also a candidate, though his name doesn't carry any weight.
One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
Is that why I became a candidate? How should I respond?
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then, that could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Gladel. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he?
Proceed to screw up for the next 60 hours.
Show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
Oh, damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
He's gonna kill himself.
Go check on him.
Found some UO art.
Hey, Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
Is there something troubling you?
Ah, well, I suppose you could say that. It's just the runner, you see? She's in top shape, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany, like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes. context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort, but somehow that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
It's Unicorn Overlord because you're overloaded with cum from all the women.
This one's important.
No deadline, providing a spark. We left near us, who dissolved into doom and gloom again, and headed towards our narrow sleeping quarters in the Gauntlet Runner.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So we'll arrive in Martira this evening then. Good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy girl's right, you know. A carriage can never keep up this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies, I'm grateful. It's just hard to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday's.
Isn't that...
Once we arrive in town, we're supposed to meet with Barden, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client, Barden, awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
Behold. Oh god, the town's shitty.
Desolate a place than I'd heard.
This place sucks.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here. I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctuaress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament?
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's allies suffered the worst of it.
Whoops.
Well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them, I mean. Some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
Luis is nothing but a tyrant.
Yes. such atrocities in his name. Unforgivable.
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. 'Twould be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the Bally Waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Alright, what could be their local delicacy? Whoa.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality. Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh good. Larval innards.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great.
What is with that smile? Not you two.
We all love it. The rich flavors are bursting in my mouth. It's surprisingly tasty.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate. How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Oh.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but... to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
And do you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So... is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
Darn.
Let's see here.
Oh, what's this? There's a pink gauntlet runner. Crazy.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
We'll get this job done.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need.
He's the most Scottish
That's why we've come
man
this far.
since the last Scottish guy we
Words, young
had.
man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you.
Oh my god, Stroll.
Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert. Together,
Whoa.
I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, 'tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here con a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
It's been forever since I've had such a spacious bed. We're gonna meet the lady of the town first thing in the morning, so get your beauty sleep, okay? What do you got here? Oh, he has no info for us. How was your food there? Oh, the cuisine here was delicious to the last meal. Martyria is a fine city indeed, which makes with this Heismay's offenses all the more damning. If all we've heard is true, hunting him will be a trial indeed. To be expelled from the order is one thing, but to be wholly stripped of his knighthood, I would not be surprised if the man's given in to despair. Oh yeah, I forgot we go in here. Yeah, we have a little, oh, it's a cozy little room. Finally free of those tiny runner, but like, it's nice to sleep in an inn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nothing beats the bed at an inn. Right? I can see the monsters out there when we camp on the runner, so I rest a little easier in an inn. I wish Neros would come inside with us, but I suppose if the runner is a castle, then he is its king. Alright. Sleep.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Ah, it's gorgeous out.
What a beautiful weather. I think I might have overslept.
Let's hurry.
They went to Kriegen Castle, baby. Yeah. We got the water merchant. Selling water brand water, baby.
Now what am I to do?
We have the fucking thing here where we can kill ourselves later.
Now what am I to do? Ridiculous.
We got stores, nothing crazy.
What'll I do
People just
here?
we got a cock over here. Oh, more people just hanging out. More cock. More merchants. We got the head over here. Oh, actually, before I forget, I want to do this. You go back to being a warrior now. It's all good. You can stay as a merchant. Actually, what are your skills at the moment? Lucky find. Trader Summit increases effective consumables by 1.2, increases further if archetype is the same. Okay. Fire dodge. He's weak to fire, so that's good. And deck collection steals mag from one enemy. Ooh. Maybe situationally decent, but don't see myself using it too much. Alright, I think we're probably just gonna like meet up with Joanne here. Or Joanna, and then call it a night.
Well met.
You're late. Poor Butter has been waiting on tenterhooks. Apparently the lady has graciously agreed to meet with us. Best not keep her waiting, Let us be about it.
I've awaited you.
So you've all come. Fantastic. Lady Joanna's waiting inside, so let's go right now, if that's all right.
Aye, yes.
Please come in. Come this way, then.
May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city.
Oh, whoops.
These are the ones who have undertaken the request to subjugate Heisme.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
We won't let you down.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you. 'Tis most kind, but Can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support.
Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subjects.
Yes, Lady Joanna.
Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
We're counting on you.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
She did say it. Oh, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me. So what are we gonna do about Heisme? We'll have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him, right?
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
Let's ask around the city a bit first. Though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk, with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
We should go.
Alright, you know what? We have 3 minutes and there's not much left to do, so I think we'll call... Oh, 2 minutes. I think we'll call it a night. Let me make a save. And that's it for me. So thank you all for tuning in. I'll be live Thursday, same time, same place, as we continue Metaphor, as we search for more info on Heisme. Heimsme? I always confuse it. I always forget how to pronounce it. But anyway, I'll hope to see you guys next time. Until then, have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.